Welcome. The subject of this presentation is the DEX2HTML tool, a traceability report generator. One of the great strengths of Doors is the possibility to link between objects. So you can link between objects in different modules. For example, the customer requirements could be linked to the system requirements, and the system requirements could be linked to the verification test cases. And in this demo database, we have a situation more or less like this. You have this TTEM, which is a customer requirement spec. It has incoming links from a system requirement specification. And also, if we follow links one step further, we get into the verification module with a number of tests defined. And navigating via these triangles is of course possible, but it's hard to get the whole picture. And this is what this tool is all about, to be able to present this in a nice way. A rich traceability matrix, or you could say it's rather a traceability tree, where you follow the links between different modules and present everything in one place. Let's close these. Yeah, we could keep this one. Now let's start the traceability tool. Where you find it is typically different depending on your setup of the menus. But here I find it below the export tools. And the user interface is fairly simple. You decide where to put the result. The result will be an HTML file. And then you provide a scope specification that specifies which modules to visit, which kind of objects to include, which attributes to show, and most importantly, which kind of links to follow. In this scope specification, you start by specifying the modules you're going to visit. And according to the syntax here, called context TTEM, and full name. Here we should put the name of the module and context. And what's the name of this TTEM module? Yeah, it's this and TTEM. So it's like this, TTEM. And it should be end context. And then we have this other module, context SRD. SRD is what a short name that I want to call this module. Full name. And where is that one? I think it's below system requirements here. Yeah, there it is. So I copy this SRD. And then I want to start at the TTEM. And I want to follow trace link to TTEM from SRD. I want to follow these trace incoming links in the opposite direction. Let's run this to see what we get. Syntax error. Should be end context, of course. Yep. Export. And now you can see here are all the objects in the TTEM module. And here you can see that this TTEM4 object, it has two incoming links from these other ones. This doesn't say much really, but you want to see the attributes also. So let's go back and add some attribute information. If you want to see, you can say show main, then that means that you want to see the object heading, object text, this kind of attributes, the same as in the main column in doors. That's what I want to see in both. And then there are some other attributes, I guess, that we want to show. Well, show, let's see what attributes we have. I guess at least we have class and significance. Yeah, we could take those two. Show class. Show significance. Let's run this and see what we get. And now it's a little bit more readable. You can cross-read the text to each other here. And you also see these attributes. But perhaps you don't want to see everything here in this module you start with, the TT. Let's say you just want to see the requirements. Then you could say filter class equals rec. And as you see, you only see requirements now to the left. And I guess to the right, it could be nice to do the same thing. I want to show class also. Show class. And I use the same filter to only get requirements there. And I guess in this other module, there are also things we want to see. Let's see now. SRD. What more could be of interest? Significance and variant, for example. Yeah, why not? Data owner. Show significance. What was the name now again? Data variant, the data owner. Okay. You can also provide a color in RGB format. Let's see what we get now. Now it's beginning to look a bit nicer. And you can see there are some requirements here that do not have a corresponding SRD requirement. Now let's say you want to follow the links one step further into the var module. Let's do that. But first we need to, well, to speed things up, I have a ready-made context specification here. We have still the context TTEM, SRD, but now we have added context var also, and context eval for an evaluation module that links to the SRD. And here you have the specification of the links you want to follow. You want to start at the TTEM. You want to follow trace link, incoming links in the TTEM that come from the SRD. Want to follow incoming links that are from the var to the SRD module and from the eval to the SRD module. Now let's run. And you can see that we get another third level here for the incoming links to the SRD. You can see that there's an incoming link from this object in the eval module to SRD7. This object in the verification module links to SRD6. And in this way you can follow links in as many levels as you like, or at least as many levels as you can fit onto your computer screen. Now let's try to follow the links in the opposite direction. And the only thing you need to do then is to start somewhere else. Let's start in the var module instead. And I follow the links in the link direction from the var to the SRD. And SRD 2 TTEM. I don't need this one. Now let's see what we get. And as you can see, now we follow the links in the opposite direction. Starting at var, go via SRD and end up in the TTEM. And you could even go inside out if you like. So where is this? There. Let's say you want to start at this SRD module. And you want to follow links. Yeah, you want to follow links to the TTEM, but you want to see the SRD from var and from eval. Now you have a mix of incoming and outgoing links that you follow. And that's perfectly possible. And in this case, of course, you only get two columns. You have SRD to the left here. And here you can see there's an outgoing link to TTEM and an incoming link from the var module. Thank you very much for viewing. If you're interested in this product, please contact Syntell at www.syntell.se. Thank you very much.